Okay. Oh, wrong button. So, this is a redstone video. This is my storage system that I designed, and so first I'm going to show you how it is designed. I'll show you the functions of it, and then after that I'll show you the materials of what you need to build. Of course, this is what I'm going to possibly design for my own X Worldwide series, but you can change it up, the design, or whatever you want, but the redstone, you would still need a copy. And after that, I'll show you how to build it. So, you have, let's go outside first. So this is, I would consider one of these is a module. Well, this is a pod, and then this is a module. So it's a 4-pod dual module. So half of this is a module, and then so this whole thing is like 2 modules. So you up first. So I'm gonna press, if I can even get in there. For example, I'm gonna press on this iron ingot. It presses a button, and then it would be full of whatever resource you had in there. So, and then that's what active, and then this simply just sets it back down in there, as you can see with the walls of hoppers here. You could probably make that more efficient yourself, but it's my design. This is what I want. So that button activates this piston, that comes down and activates this dropper, which has a shulker box in it. Then it falls into a water stream. If I can show you. Oh crap, maybe I shouldn't. Yeah, but then it falls into a water stream and then into a bubble elevator. That sends it upward. You get another sign now and fix that. So no, oh well, it's fine. Yep, so that is the design. And then the honey, the reason why it's like a honey slime is because it won't work individually, I've noticed, but it might work because of bud powering. So that's why it's like that. So now I'm going to show you the materials that are needed for this build. I changed my different. So this is all the stuff you will need. Numbers, I'm not quite certain that you would just need. It depends on how big you want to build your own personal system. Like I'm gonna have a big system. Oh crap! I knew I was forgetting something. This is all the stuff you should need to build this. So it is a bit late game because it has shulker boxes in it. But so let's get started. I need to grab a slide. That's another thing. I keep forgetting stuff. I'm just gonna build it the same way I built this one. So you're gonna need a little bit of space for this. So first off, you want to build a 5-long strip of ice, and then that's how I did it. Because it has 1, and then it starts on this one, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, I'll figure it out. But so then just make sure you roll this water in. Break this into segments, that way you guys can pause it if you need to. So then you will have a sign here that will stop this water, so that should be 5, because that is the pot 1, 2, that's 5. And then you want to repeat that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right here. you should have. And then you should have a double high wall right here, and a single high wall for, yeah, this is how big it is. And make sure all of the stuff where this water is in contact with is ice blocks. So, go ahead and repeat that on this other side, and then we'll go on to the next step. Okay, and the furnace is on again. So, I forgot to mention you should have a sign at the 6th block here. It comes out to 6. And then it should be an ice, and then there should be one wide gap down the middle because we don't need everything, but the only thing you still need is your water bucket. Then you want to come and grab your soul sand, and you forgot to do it. Deep sleep. Place a soul sand like this, and then I'm just gonna, you can go up as much as you want height wise, so make sure it is full solid blocks all the way around. Let me just go look and see how high I built this. Okay, I know how high to go. So this is your next step. Just build it up to as high as you want. Make sure each block is source block of water. And then, as I'm talking about this, I will be working on it. So then, this should be all for this step, and the next step will be next. So now you should have something that looks a little bit like this. Make sure if you do have this, you want to put a full block here and here just to help with any items, will help with the shulker boxes. That way they don't fly out. So next we are going to put in our droppers. So then the way this stuff gets sent up to the top here, the way things are released. So we need our dropper, and then we need, I'm just gonna grab this stuff. So so that since this isn't a repeat every other system, one has to drop it like this, one like this. Repeat that on all 4 sides. Make sure they are facing to the outside. Make sure they are facing out to the outside of the build. And then next is a little tricky because you might have to wait to put your water in. I'm just gonna get rid of mine. But you need to, I am not smart with the way I do these things in this game at all. But you want to make sure you place in these gaps your dropper upside down. And leave this block here because that's what's if it shoots out, it will stop it from falling completely out. So you want to make sure you leave that block in as I get rid of it on one. Nice. I need to leave it, but I'm not leaving it myself. Okay. And then again, this whole system I designed myself, so if someone tries to copyright claim this, you will be in trouble. Because this is my design. I came up with this myself. Now this design is intended for deep storage. So like if you have a lot of, I know, guaranteed, a lot of us are going to have thousands upon thousands of stacks of dirt that we don't want to just put in a normal storage system. We chuck it into a shulker box, and then we put it into this system, and it's a deep storage. So after you get this little setup here, repeat that on each pod, and then we will move on to the spot. Finally move on to some actual redstone. Yes, there's a chicken on the top of the system now. Chicken fell in here, but okay. So next, you're gonna want to make sure you have a half slab in front of that dropper, just to be safe. I put one here just to make it I wanted one here, so make sure you put a half slab. It doesn't matter as long as it's on the top side of the block. It has to be the top, otherwise it will send the item on top and you will never get your shulker box unless you go down and get it yourself. But so next we are gonna do the redstone. The requires the redstone. So make sure you build a singular block above all the droppers. Like this. Now I haven't done a tutorial video in a long time. Jeez. I haven't recorded in over a week because I have had stuff going on. Oops, did not mean to do that. X worldwide will be returning. No, did not forget about that. I did not forget about that series. But so make sure you put a redstone block on each one of these. And after that, make sure I'm just gonna keep it running at this point. Unless I have to stop it. Actually, no. So get all your redstone blocks on top, and then we will move on. Okay, after all your redstone blocks are on top, now we need to move on to the slime and honey. So the slime will go straight up. How many blocks is it? I never counted this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So about the height limit, you can still do a height limit, but you gotta make sure you are counting your push and piss limit. So on this one, go up 7. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So do that on. There should be only 2 honey blocks, 2 honey pistons per one. Is that chicken laying up there? No, there's 2 chickens. System is different than what and it's more. Dang it. The honey system will take. I don't know what. It depends on what type of farms you have in your world. For me, X-World is probably gonna have a slime farm. I had to throw some. Just build these up to the height that you want. But make sure you subtract 1 for a piston, because you will need to do that. And then you also will need obsidian for this build. I forgot to mention that it is a obsidian build hat, so technically you could really build some of the basics of this farm super early. So then after you have that, now let's move on to the honey. The honey will be on the inside one, so each one go up 2 first. I double check the push limit on this, it still works. You don't believe me, you can do the math yourself. So you go up 2, and then you go through the slime. This is why it comes all the way through the slime. That's why it's like this, like it's not at this level, because when it comes down it will stick to these and it won't retract. So that's why it's at this level. And take these up to the same height as your slime blocks. So make sure you guys repeat this setup basically on all 4 of them, and then move on to the next one. After that's done, and I did not want to go big. So why can't I play? I'm creative, I should be able to play. So after that, you want to make on every single slime and honey tower, build up 2 blocks of whatever. I'm just using this because it's what I have in my inventory. And then you want to get rid of those ones, and then make sure each piston is facing downward. This is a downward system, unlike these two. These two do not want to cooperate. So, and then after that, you can. Those are temporary blocks. You will need those. Just keep building up. Hopefully, I'm not connected throughout this whole video. So I don't know. So I should do that. or in my case all 4 pods, or depending on how big you build this, you can scale this up whatever size you want. I'm probably gonna have a pretty big one in X Worldwide. If you guys have watched it, this isn't gonna be the first time you've seen this. Is a sneak peek of my memories. I don't know exactly what else I'm gonna have, but this is a sneak peek in it. Items are not correlated to what I want though. This is that quick. I was doing something. I can't remember what I was saying, but yeah, items are not correlated. Okay, back to them. So you should make sure you get all the pistons in, and it may look odd because the pistons are one higher than your floor level. But remember, it's like that over here too. Floor level pistons are one higher. So make sure you take this system and put it on the other side. And then after that, we will move on to the next step. Okay, next thing is you're gonna want to take your obsidian. This is the only place where you have to do it. So, it's all this obsidian is hidden by it. The obsidian will not be visible. So you want to place one here. Basically the first block underneath your pistons, because if it was regular blocks, they would pull them even in Bedrock, since this is Bedrock Edition, even using non-movable items like furnaces, it would still move it. So, but I have not tested this on Java, but I am pretty certain this system would still work on any platform. See, it's hidden. Correct. This side is one lower, but this side's correct. Because you're gonna have your wall here. Because the only bit of redstone wiring that you're actually gonna have in this system, in a single module, will be 4 repeaters. These are used on the honey block ones to avoid bud power. Because you're gonna have your wall here, your buttons are gonna be basically on this level here where this piston's at, and then your item frame on this level. So don't copy this side, I messed that side up. Everything else should still be okay. I'm gonna get rid of this and I'm gonna fix it, but let's move on. We will move on to the next step if I can stop not being to fix it. Now, hopefully you guys got your sides done, all of it done. Now we are moving on. We're almost done with this one. I'm not gonna do fancy stuff like that over there, but basically, I still have the return system. Let's do the return system now. Actually, while I'm thinking about it. So, this return system is a bit odd. So you want to make sure So on the honey ones, it'll come out 2 blocks. So 1, 2, and then 1, 2. But then on these ones, it will come out 3 because they're offset, or the honey ones are offset. So that is your basic bottom part of the return system. Now you want to build this up to your floor height. I will say the longer you do, bigger you build this, the longer it takes for the item to get down to it. But it should be more storage overall. But then you can also modify stuff with chests down here if you want to, like having double chests down here full of the shulker boxes that feed into. I had that before on a previous design, but I didn't really like it. I mean, it worked better, but somehow that world got deleted. And this is 1 below the floor height. And then you want to I like barrels because they don't connect. But then you do that. So then repeat this, basically this system, if I can show you, on every single pod. And then after that, we will move on to taking care of the walls, and then after that, it should be done. So let's move on to the next. Okay, that took me a bit longer than I wanted to, but okay. So then fill in your Actually, no, let's do the walls first. So, in front of these pistons, place a row of blocks of your choice. In my case, it's going to be calcite. This is what I'm doing for my base. So then, after you place in your row of blocks, I'm going to place it in all four. That way it just this bottom row has all your buttons. See, I press the piston there. Watch. I press this button. I'm going to activate this one. It does that, and then if I activate this middle one, it will still activate it because of. Yep, it still works. So, put buttons all along. I'm just doing Blackstone on calcite. It looks magnificent. I placed. I knew I placed a button somewhere. I could hear it when I placed it. So then, after that, I have some sort of dividing block. In my case, I'm having. Dark oak because I have on a dark oak island. If you guys have watched the series, and then fill all this in with. Make sure you crouch when you place these ones. And then like that. And did that reach? I pressed the right one, right? How did I not put? I don't know how I didn't manage to put repeaters into that one there. I double checked that, but so then make sure you fill in your four. I'm not going to finish filling it in right now, but then your walls, bring it up to whatever height you want. So in this case, I'm just going to do pop, 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 and in this next row, this will be all. And sorry for the furnace again. All go. Since I'm doing glow item frames, since item frames, some of the items don't look as well. But, and then on top of that, you will have another row of blocks. And then that's basically your pod. This pod, and then I'm just going to label this dark oak wood. And that's what this choker box would go in here. I might expand it a bit. I would press the button, it comes up, and I get the choker box back. And then once I've in it, that's how that would work. So that is this system. I'm not really gonna finish it on camera because you have already seen it over there finished. But that is how you build this deep storage system for any of your mass items. But I would recommend that you have an iron farm for all the hoppers, especially if you do this on a bigger scale. It's gonna be probably this size on X Worldwide. I'm gonna have an iron farm that I'm gonna follow a tutorial for. Or I could design. I am not smart enough to design an iron farm, but I am smart enough to design this. If you guys did enjoy this one, please leave a like on the video. And if you guys are new, please consider subscribing, because I'm trying to reach 30 subscribers by the end of the year. So, that has been it from me, and I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. It's different. It was Redstone. I wanted to get back into Redstone. So I hope you guys all enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys all later. Bye. Oh, with the camera.